Hello, I'm Usman Ghani. Welcome to Conflucore. We're going to talk about project management dynamics today, and I'd like to introduce this program that we do for organizations. Occasionally we offer that publicly as a workshop, but usually corporations like to involve us, our organization, in doing this internally for their large-scale projects. We call this project management dynamics because it is about projects and it's about managing them, but also managing them while we take care of the system dynamics underlying it. So what is project dynamics in terms of system dynamics? It is basically including and integrating the discipline of feedback control theory into project management. We do not usually do that in the typical standard classical project management work. And that is because this field is growing still. System dynamics was pioneered by the late, great Professor J. Wright Forrester at MIT's Sloan School of Management. And in that he included feedback theory, feedback control theory from the engineering disciplines, and a variety of other things like cybernetics and of course the combination of computer simulation. And that gave a very powerful method of understanding the realities of dynamics in the real world. Businesses, governments, organizations grasped it, used it, and whoever has prevailed in mastering the field, learning the field and applying it effectively, and the perseverance of managing it over a period of time has gained a lot vis-a-vis those who have either not tried it or who have given it up because it is not such an easy thing, but it's not all that difficult after all. J. Forrester's legacy endures. People have done a lot of good work based out of system dynamics. Now, in terms of project management dynamics, I want to share a few names of people from whom I have learned or who I respect a lot, and some of the work that they have done. Among the early people were Ed Roberts and John Sterman at MIT, of course. Large-scale projects, shipbuilding, construction, project pipelines, things like that. Then a gentleman by the name of Tarak Abdul Hamid did an intensive study. His whole doctoral thesis was about software control and how software project dynamics really works. And he was very instrumental, and his book, in fact, was one of the bestsellers that all IT, software design, apps design companies, I think, ought to read and learn from, because all these are projects really that they are working on. Khalid Saeed at the WPI and at the Asian Institute of Technology worked on forecasting, which impacts how we plan long-term projects and how to take control theory and the first derivative control to include into our understanding about forecasts, and can we really predict and therefore bet on projects. And this is particularly important for financiers, evaluators of projects. Aslam Sharul, one of our own people at Conflucore, did a lot of work at Verizon Wireless, and his projects were mostly in the IT world. You know, Verizon is one of the leading IT integration firms. Another gentleman that you should look at his video, actually he is out there on YouTube, is Peter Oosterweer. Peter was the chief operating officer of Fluor, and Fluor Corporation is a construction company, one of the few whose projects are managed very well, because underlying them, their projects are the applications of system dynamics. And he has a wonderful video that talks about, I think it talks about how he is applying it, why it is integral to his organization. Another team at Boeing, led by Paul Newton and Mohammad Mashtahazadeh, is working on their large-scale as well as their small-scale projects. But one of the key people who has dedicated his life to this is Jim Linus. Jim Linus has taught at MIT, at London Business School, and been all over the world, and almost like a crusade has taken the project management dynamics to the world and succeeded with it. Has led many consulting projects, has led and trained many internal teams with this. Yet another set of work has been done by Doug Franco. Douglas Franco is one of our partners here at Conflucor, and he has worked on projects at Procter & Gamble. These are now companies that take multiple products. They have their life cycles. There is cannibalization of products. There's introduction of products and all that. And then there are bets that they put on the long-term application and of system dynamics into the project dynamics of products, if I may say so. Andreas Botha, another of our partners in South Africa, and also ex-MIT colleague, has done a lot of work with operations management and projects and operations, and has helped Toyota Motor Company there in streamlining their projects and bringing higher ROI to these by applying this field. And yours truly has done a lot of work in system dynamics in general, but in project dynamics applied to companies through consultancies like Conflucor, and in the past through McKinsey. We were able to save lots of time, money, stop the burnout, and a number of other project matrix and program matrix involved there. Now let me give you a little sense of what was the scale and scope of these. They ranged anywhere from 4 months to 5 years. And need I say that the longer the time span, the more complicated and more complex the situation becomes, and the more need for dynamic applications. And these ranged anywhere from about $10 million projects all the way up to $1.5 billion. So you can see the expanse and the impact of dynamics on project management. And that is what we want senior executives, boards to be aware of. Of course, also project managers, program managers, project financiers, project evaluators, and those who are certified PMI and others, to be able to go to the next level and add this complement and supplement to their work. And I hope that you will enjoy this wonderful workshop, and also taste the beauty of system dynamics, as well as the impact it gives on all project metrics.